AM 560. The Answer.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb.
Why are you stuck with Sonny and Cher?
Babe,
Groundhog Day? What are you doing?
I got you, babe.
Dude, I'm old enough to remember when the little blonde girl, who now looks like every man in Oak Park on a trust fund, was the daughter. I'll never forget that. That was when Cher was sexy, before she completely lost her mind, turned into Gene Simmons.
We're going to help. We have plans to build a railroad from the Pacific all the way across the Indian Ocean. We have plans to build in Angola, one of the largest solar plants in the world. I can go on, but I'm not. I'm going off script. I'm going to get in trouble.
Where's the money? Hey, you, dimwit, diapers. Where's the money? And that's the reason they always have to raise taxes and taxes and taxes. So this weekend it was fun for me, especially for the California communists. For the decent people trapped in California, well, feel just as bad for the decent people trapped in Illinois. Tie your shoes.
So the people here protesting against ICE have absolutely no idea that their rights were completely violated yesterday by the California state legislature. In the assembly, the Democrats, by a simple majority vote, voted to advance a potential per-mile tax. Yeah, that's not a conspiracy theory. That's not a rumor. They just tasked a California Transportation Commission to come up with recommendations by 2027 to be able to implement a per-mile tax that would charge you 2 to 9 cents for every single mile that you drive. And
do you know why, Squirrel? Even though they're the highest tax state in the country, they're like Illinois. They're like New York or New Jersey. They're like everywhere a Democrat's in charge. They're broke. And by the way, the people in charge, they're other Democrats. And that could be the worst thing you ever hear, is when you're standing before a Democrat judge. Oh.
A Detroit judge finds herself on the wrong side of the bench tonight. The feds have charged 4 people in a corruption scheme, including the judge, her father, and a guardian. They're accused of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from people at risk and unable to care for themselves.
This is great. Did you hear about this scam, Squirrel? This is when Democrats pretend to deliver utopia. And they take people who are indigent or people who are wards of the state, but they have a little bit of money. And they say they're going to take care of them. But you know what they really do when they're Democrats? They rob them because they're thieves.
Stunning 7 investigator Heather Catallo is here now after exposing allegations of corruption for over a decade in Michigan's guardianship system. And now this.
This is a huge federal probe.
By the way, the judge looked real nice, though. Louis Vuitton purse. Woo, very stylish. She had one of those jackets with that funny pattern on it, like Scottish guys used to wear when they were poor. Now it's hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of items. She was all dolled up, big gold Rolex. And you want to know something? She didn't pay for any of it. She just stole the money.
Families have complained for a long time that the guardianship system makes it far too easy for people with power to take money from the vulnerable. And that's exactly what the feds are alleging this judge and her co-defendants did.
Andre Bradley Baskin, P70474, here on behalf of Ms. Nancy Williams.
A lawyer turned judge who once defended a local guardian in court is now her co-defendant in a federal corruption case.
She looks forward.
Yuck! Butcher, baker, candlestick maker, lawyer, doctor, nurse. Get away if you're a Democrat. George, Naperville.
Yeah, Sean, earlier you said you saw an Oak Park lesbian driving a Subaru at
or
high
Al
speed.
Gore.
Yeah, well, be aware, a lot of nuns drive a Subaru, and you don't want interdisciplinary action taken against you, and they hit you in the mouth with a ruler.
Oh, come on. I've never been. My friends were afraid of nuns. I've never been afraid of those nuns. I could take you, your costume. Ron, Countryside.
Yeah, I just wanted to say Pritzker said crime is down in Chicago. I guess all the deportations are working.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Ron. They lie. I don't believe them even when they say something I mildly may be curious about. All of our lives, we've lived here. All of our lives. And look at what's happened. They've lied to us the entire time. Cook County cannot find $240 million they said they spent in transportation. No, where's the money? They don't know. They stole the money. Come on, Ron. All of your suspicions when you saw those meatheads at Tom's Steakhouse buying drinks, you were right, and I was right. It was stolen money, like the judge in Detroit.
We cannot get the money back. There's no clawback provision.
Michael Storino is referring to more than $240 million.
So we can't get the money back. There's no claw. So in essence, Mike, it's the perfect crime. Where's the money? I don't know. Some of it's in a garage. Some of it's tied to a boat dock. Some of it's in Lake Geneva. There may even be some in Florida. But the perfect crime, as Cook County lowlifes stole nearly $300 million.
Meant for transportation costs in Cook County. The Illinois Road and Transportation Builders Association filed a lawsuit against the county nearly 8 years ago, alleging 6 different taxes were constitutionally designated for transportation expenses, but the county did not follow those rules. A new ruling has sided with the road builders.
The court has found that Cook County's entire approach to complying with the Safe Roads Amendment to the Illinois Constitution is completely wrong.
So far, the tax auctions are wrong. The money that's missing is wrong. But how many morons, simpletons, will continue to vote Democrat? Every one of them. Simpletons. David in Lansing.
Hey, Sean, I don't know if you covered this, but on Friday, they put it in the Friday afternoon news dump. A Chicago bank went under, and it's being taken over by a Detroit bank. So they're going from the frying pan into the fire.
Nice. That's the first time anything's been taken over by a Detroit anything. So look at you. It's perfect.
Yeah. They hit it really well in the news. But other thing is I went to the website and I checked the bank out. It's called Universal Banking. You look at their motto. It sounds woke to me. I don't know. You can check it out.
Well, do you know what's funny, David? You the UN, United Nations, it's got big problems, and the reason is Donald Trump. See, he shut off all of the Biden. I'm going to build a train across the ocean, the Indian Ocean, soil in his trousers. They were all robbing us for 4 years, and the reason they got away with it is because they helped. They helped the Democrats steal the 2020 election, and they're hoping you forget about it. I won't.